All right, what is going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Marketing Atlas Show, episode 20. 20 weeks going on strong. Today's the 8th of July, 2020. I hope that you guys are great. Hope that you guys are safe. Hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. My name is Hernan Vasquez, and welcome to the Marketing Atlas Show. The idea, the goal behind the Marketing Atlas Show is to help you as much as possible with anything that has to do with advertising, marketing in general, and all of that good stuff. So if you have any marketing or advertising questions, please go now to marketingatlasshow.com. That is marketingatlasshow.com to ask your questions. We're going live on YouTube, we're going live on Facebook, we're going live on a bunch of places, but unfortunately I won't be able to monitor those networks because there's only one of me and many of you right now. So do me a favor and go to marketingatlasshow.com. I would love to have you there, and we're also going live in that page right there so that you can drop your question, drop your comment, drop your anything. You just come and say hi, and we're gonna go from there. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to welcome you guys to the show. One of the reasons why I put together the show is to help you guys as much as possible when it comes to marketing and advertising and everything like that. And one of the things that I've been doing, some research today when it comes to my content. And I wanted to thank Adam for sharing with me his research process and all of that. And today I took the day kind of to really go deep into my content, what people wanted, what people were clicking on, what people were searching for. And lo and behold, one of the things that came up the best or the highest ranked was anything and everything that had to do with Facebook troubleshooting. Okay, so when it comes to Facebook troubleshooting, I have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel, then I have a couple of blog posts on my blog on hernanvasquez.com/blog, and the most popular, by far, the most popular videos were: how do I get my ad accounts disapproved? Or what do I do when I get my ad accounts disapproved or my ads disapproved? Number one. Number two, what do I do when my ads are not delivering? Number three, what do I do when my campaigns stop working? So all of these things are actually real life things that could happen when it comes to running Facebook ads, right? So that's part of the game. So maybe your ads get disapproved, or worse yet, your Facebook ad account goes down, or maybe your ads are approved but they're not delivering, they're not getting any impressions. Or what happens on many cases is that people are having results during the first 3, 4, 5 days of the week, and then the campaigns bomb. Okay, so what I want to put together is kind of a training series of how to troubleshoot your Facebook ads. All right, so, but again, I'm not gonna put it together if there's not enough interest. I'm not gonna put it together without knowing what you guys want, because that is based off of pure research of my content for the past 6 months. And that's one of the reasons that I keep on telling you guys that you should be putting out content, because it allows you to gather data like this. If I were starting from scratch right now, I wouldn't have any data to go after, but I kind of know that people are into that type of stuff just because of how many queries and how many questions I get regarding that. So I'm planning on putting together a quick training series or video series. I'm still trying to think about the format and whatnot on how to troubleshoot your Facebook ads. So if that is something that you are interested in, and if that is something that you're willing and ready to give me your input on, just DM me, send me a direct message through however mean you're watching this. Some of you guys are following me on Instagram as well. Just drop me an Instagram DM or DM my page or DM me directly, and I'll send you the link to a form so that you can give me what you want to see in this masterclass. Okay. Or this course or whatever that is. So again, it's going to be all about Facebook troubleshooting, how to troubleshoot your campaigns, how to troubleshoot your ad accounts, how to troubleshoot whatever it is that it's bothering you right now for not to effectively and efficiently running Facebook ads. So that is something that I want to do for you guys. So just DM me and I'll give you more details and more information about how that's going to look. Okay, which is pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited about it. But again, it seems to me that Facebook ads are actually becoming harder than easier, and they should be becoming more and more easy than hard. But that is something that I want to share with you guys, is how to troubleshoot your accounts. So again, if your ads gets disapproved, why they're getting disapproved. So the first thing that comes to mind is we're going to go into policy, right? What's Facebook's taking a look at, what Facebook's looking at when it comes to disapprovals. Like, what do you need to do? What boxes you need to tick in order for Facebook to understand that you're for real, that you're a real business, okay? So that's the first thing. Then the second thing is going to be, hey, what to say and what not to say on the ads. And not only that, but what to say and what not to say on the landing pages as well, because that's really, really important, right? So policy first, like compliance first. That's the first thing that I want to share with you guys. And again, like last year, I keep on managing hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month on advertising, and this is something that comes up every single day pretty much at this point. So that is the one thing. And the other thing is what happens when an account goes down. Like, this is going to be for people that they have a business, a real tangible business that is whitelisted on Facebook. If you're trying to promote anything that's banned on Facebook, then I cannot help you, unfortunately. So that's something to understand, okay? If you're trying to, I don't know, like push adult stuff or try to push anything that's banned on Facebook, I cannot help you. This is not going to be some loophole, thing or shady stuff. No, it's not going to be it. It's going to be for real businesses that they want to actually run their ads with peace of mind. All right. So again, I cannot help you if you're running anything shady, if you're cloaking your ads, if you're doing anything, that goes against Facebook terms of services. I cannot help you. But if you haven't done anything wrong and it still happens, because it still happens, then I want to help you. So again, DM me for more details. This is going to be super, super tight, super close, because again, I want to give people as much value as possible, as I usually try to do. So DM me, send me a message through my page or through my profile or through my Instagram profile, whatever that is. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into the questions. We have Arman with the first question here. Oh, by the way, before I forget, let me actually show you guys something pretty cool that came up to yesterday, I think it was. So let me actually share with you. Right now. Hold on, because I got featured on another article, which is pretty cool, on Medium.com. So this is a quick. What happened with my link? So this is a quick kind of a shout out. It's not the article that I shared with you guys the other day, which is like how the top 10 courses, the top 10 courses to grow your business. But this is something I want to share with you guys today. So if you could go ahead and give it some love, I would appreciate that. So this is a shout out that I got by Johnny right here. So, really excited to be a part of Medium.com, to be featured here. Really, really excited. So go ahead, give it some love. I'm going to put this link on the comments. So if you could go ahead and go share it, tweet it, whatever, clap it. You can do the clap thing on Medium, which is pretty cool. I would really, really do appreciate that. Okay, cool. So let's go into the questions right here. Okay, so here we are. We're here in the questions. And Arman, we have Arman here bringing in the heat. And Arman's question is, what is the absolute best framework for webinars in your opinion? And when can we learn more about it? Okay, great question, Arman. And let me tell you about two frameworks that I know work. Okay, so there are basically three frameworks that I know of. Okay, that I'm conscious about. I'm probably missing about one, but the three frameworks that I know work. Two of them being super popular. One of them being super, super, super popular. Okay, so the first one is, and the one that I've used the most is, and the one that is super, 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 super popular right now is the Perfect Webinar by Russell Brunson. Okay, Perfect Webinar Framework or Blueprint by Russell Brunson. That is really popular. Now, the downside of that framework, which it works, the downside of that framework is that it has been used and reused and abused 1,000 times. So that's the only problem with that framework right now, is that people can see from a mile, specifically if you're targeting entrepreneurs or business owners or marketers like I am, people can see from a mile that this is a webinar. And, oh, well, this is secret number one, and then secret number two, secret number three, and then we have the stack, and then we have the pitch, okay? So people can see that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, provided that you're providing good value, again, and then you're honest about, hey, there's going to be a pitch at the end. So that is the most popular framework that I know of right now. Now, some people swear by it, some people try it 1,000 times, it doesn't work, so, have that in mind, but the best thing is that it's easy. It's easy to put together. It's really, really easy to put together. The problem is, again, that it's being used and reused. So that takes me to the second one, which is my personal favorite, which is really popular. Not as popular as the first one, but it's my personal favorite, which is Frank Kern's Ultimate Webinar Blueprint. Frank Kern's Ultimate Webinar Blueprint. I think that if you search for Russell Brunson's Perfect Webinars, there should be a ton of videos out there. If you search for Frank Kern Ultimate Webinar Blueprint, that is a little bit more old school type of webinar deal, but it's great. It's amazing. It has, great stuff, and it's super helpful, and then it makes you look really good. Okay, so Frank Kern's Ultimate Webinar Blueprint. I think that Frank is still selling on frankkern.com, the Ultimate Webinar Blueprint. So if you get it, it's still really relevant. The webinar part is still really, really relevant when it comes to selling your stuff from the internet. Okay, and I know that Frank uses it, and it's a great framework. It's one of the best. It's my personal favorite. Again, for some clients, we're still doing the Perfect Webinar because that's what they do. That's what it is. They got it, and boom. But Frank Kern's Perfect Webinar Blueprint is pretty good and my personal favorite. Now, the third framework, which not a lot of people know about this framework, and it's a good framework. Actually, I just remember another one, but I'll tell you about both of them. So the third framework, which is framework that a lot of people do not know about it, and it's a great framework when you're trying to sell to a really sophisticated market. It's the webinar framework by Jason Flatline. So Jason Flatline has a really good webinar framework. Not only because it's really good to sell, to preach to the choir, if you would, to sell stuff that is really hard to sell, or to sell stuff to a really high sophisticated market, like, I don't know, Facebook ads for Facebook ads advertisers, or Forex for Forex traders. So really high sophistication, but also Jason, he's number one, he's a machine. Jason Flatline, if you're not following him, go follow him because he's a machine. Number one, but also number two, and I think his last name is spelled Fladlen, okay? Fladlen, I think. Let me actually search for it, while we're at it. So Jason Flatline. Let's see. It's Fladlien. So I was there. Okay, it's Jason Fladlien. Okay, so Jason Flatline. So he has a great webinar blueprint. It's awesome. And Jason is a super smart dude, super cool, super smart. And he actually has the webinar down to a science. Okay, he will tell you when to switch your slides, the exact second when you need to switch your slides. So it's a really hardcore approach, scientifically hardcore approach to webinars. But that's why it works so well for sophisticated markets, right? So you can use the Ultimate Webinar Blueprint, the Perfect Webinar from Russell Brunson to sell pretty much anything. The same with Frank's. Jason's require, in my opinion, much more work because it goes to the second of the slideshow, which is amazing, which is great, which is mind-blowingly good. But not a lot of people know about him, or about that webinar. Not about him because he's a boss, but not about that specific webinar blueprint. So I really recommend that you dive into it. If you're a geek, if you're a marketing geek like I am, I've been through that and it's pretty cool. He also has a couple of productivity courses which are really hardcore, which are really cool, really fun as well. But again, Jason Flatline webinar framework webinar blueprint is pretty cool. And then the fourth webinar blueprint, which I'm not as familiar with, but I've heard about it, is Agora's financial webinar blueprint. Okay, I think they named it something that I cannot remember right now, but it's Agora Financial's webinar blueprint. And I think that out of the four, my personal favorite is Frank Kern Ultimate Webinar Blueprint, but I know that the Perfect Webinar by Russell Brunson works really well. And again, Jason and Agoras, they're not as well known in the marketing space, but they're kick-ass. Okay, they're awesome. So if I had to choose one, I would go with Frank's. That's the reality. The most popular is Russell's right now. But if I had to choose one, I would go with Frank because that's the first webinar blueprint that I learned. It was Frank's Ultimate Webinar Blueprint. That's the first framework that I learned on how to do webinars, and it did pretty well. So that is something to consider as well. Okay, so I hope it helps. Let's see if we have any additional questions, and we'll go from there. Let's see what we got up in here. Okay. So let's see this. All right, so no further questions, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you want to help me out with this process of understanding what you guys want when it comes to generating a powerful framework for you to troubleshoot Facebook ads, please go ahead and DM me, okay? Reach out to me through whichever way, shape, or form you have. You can drop a comment on marketingatlasshow.com, whatever that is, because I really want your help. I'm not entirely sure what's going to look like, but I know that a lot of people are looking for it, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of good information out there when it comes to, you know, getting an account back or what to look for and all of that. So have that in mind, and I would love to help you guys, you know, having a resource that you can use to actually go back whenever it is that shit hits the fan, basically. Okay, so I really do appreciate if you would DM me if that is something that you want to do. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your week. I'll see you guys really